Hi everyone, Sneemaster here. So I just realized in all this time that I never made a dedicated video on the Drake Mule after it is released. The Mule was released in 2022 as a cargo loading ground vehicle by Drake. It has the blocky Drake aesthetics but also 6 large wheels. The Mule is 4.2 meters long, 3 meters wide, and 2.7 meters high. It's small enough to fit in medium or larger vehicles. There is a single driver's seat for one person. They enter in the front by opening a door and the chair moves forward to sit on. The cockpit is climate controlled so you can drive around without freezing or burning. There are forklift arms on the front of the door that in the future will be able to carry a 1 SCU container, but it will probably block entry or exit from the front if you are carrying a box in that front area. Currently, the forklift arms do open up, but don't hold boxes yet. It's been 2 years and they still don't do anything, so hopefully CIG gets to it with the upcoming 3.24 patch or beyond, but who knows. The cockpit itself has excellent viewing in front and to the sides around you, although once the forklift arms can hold large boxes, then it could possibly block your view. You have controls to extend or retract the forklift arms, and you can also scan objects with the Mule. Outside the driver's seat, there is external storage for up to 6 of the micro SCU boxes. They hang on the sides of the vehicle, and you can attach or detach them by hand or by tractor beam. There's also gear stowage of 730K micro SCU, so a little over half an SCU. You can also load another 1 SCU container under the Mule. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, and you have to use a tractor beam to do it, but it will carry the box. I have not found an easier way to load a container below the Mule yet, so it's frustrating. According to the concept pictures, the lower cargo is supposed to get picked up by some loading device in the back, but it isn't working on the Mule yet. But at least at the moment, you can still buy cargo from outposts and have those loaded directly onto the Drake Mule, although that could change in 3.24 as well. The Mule is pretty fast with a max speed of 32 meters a second and decent acceleration, but not as fast as a Tumbril Cyclone. It also has a very slow turning speed, but that is made up for the fact that you can turn the Mule in place without needing to move forward, which is great when navigating inside ships or buildings while carrying cargo. Keep in mind that the high acceleration can make the Mule tilt over when decelerating quickly, although carrying a big cargo box below can sometimes help with that. The Mule does not have any shields, but the hull strength is just a little lower than a Cyclone. I wouldn't recommend taking it into combat, but at least the doors and windows provide a little protection from gunfire. Even more once we can carry containers on the front forklift arms. There are also no weapons on the Drake Mule either, so you have no system to defend yourself with. The Mule has external doors for access to the various vehicle components, as well as the fuel tank, although ground vehicles don't use fuel at the moment. The doors don't seem to be opening in the current patch, but they did previously, so it's just a bug right now. The Mule can fit in many ships, which makes it versatile. It can fit in the Freelancer series, the Nomad, the 400i, the Cutlass Black, the Starfarer, the Hammerhead, the 600i, the MSR, the Corsair, the Valkyrie, the Carrack, the Constellation series, the 890 Jump, the Crusader Hercules series, and the Crusader Spirit C1. It will be able to fit in the upcoming RSI Zeus series and many other upcoming RSI ships too. It should fit in the Drake Caterpillar once the side elevator doors start working, and the new concept Ironclad as well. The Drake Mule runs for $45 in time-limited sales, but sometimes you can get it on Warbond for $40. You can also buy the Mule in-game at the Lorville Spaceport Ship Shop. The default Mule paint is gray with yellow stripes, but there are some paints you can buy for it. There's the green and gray Bushwhacker paint, the gray and red Reburn paint, the gray and white Silverback paint, and the gray and dark gray Smokestack paint. There is also the ghoulish green paint, but it is only available during the Day of the Vara event, and even then it may be limited. The Mule is a fun vehicle to drive, but it has some limitations. It can only carry one person, so you can't take any friends with you. Thankfully, the vehicle isn't too large though, so you can carry more than one Mule in many ships, so your friends can drive them too. The other problem is that it's only designed for 1 SCU boxes. With the new larger cargo containers and the new cargo systems in patch 3.24, 1 SCU boxes are not very useful for loading except for very small ships. You would certainly not want to load tens or hundreds of 1 SCU boxes one by one. That'd be very time consuming and inefficient. I'm hoping CIG changes the forklift arms with a tractor beam and maybe a smaller one on the back. That'll make the Mule much more useful. Another problem is in the future you won't be able to get in or out of the Mule if you are carrying a container on the front arms, so hopefully the tractor beam will help for that too. Also, be careful when driving fast. It's easy to flip over the Mule since it's top heavy. As I said, you could either drive slower or carry some cargo on the bottom. Beyond those problems though, the high speed and climate control makes the Mule very comfortable to drive around in. It's good for getting to places quickly or even scouting out areas using the scanners. You don't have to worry about AA turret shooting your ground vehicle at facilities, plus you can use it to carry the loot you've picked up from ships or underground facilities. It's just the right size to carry all the smaller boxes you can find on the sides of the vehicle, plus you can carry your own empty box underneath to load the rest of the gear into. The Mule is also great for the small cargo transport missions where you pick up a few micro SU boxes from outposts and abandoned locations. Although we'll have to see if those missions stay in the new 3.24 patches. I would consider the Mule more of a loot transport than a real cargo transporter, unless CIG can put tractor beams or a larger container storage on it. Maybe let it carry 2 SU boxes or something larger in the back, or on the forklift arms. The only other option is we will need a larger ground transport vehicle to carry the bigger boxes. Alright, so that's it for the Drake Mule review. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. You can use my referral code if you decide to jump into Star Citizen, and you'll get 5,000 extra in-game credits. Here's a big thank you to my current patrons. Please check out my Patreon membership to help me make more videos. All patrons and members will have their names listed at the end of my videos and get access to my Discord channel. So feel free to sign up and let me know what you'd like to see next. Okay, catch you all next time.